Hi there, today I'm doing a video about how you can get a perfect smile line on your French manicure. I've already did a review of MS Geico French gel polish and I've showed you one technique, but I found out a different one and I prefer it because when you are using the technique I showed you in an earlier video, I mean it's great for starters, but the problem is that sometimes, and I've did one example, you get this lump right over there because the white needs to be opaque and it will be a bit of a lump at the end. With the technique I'm going to show you, you will not have that lump, as you can see. For this technique you will need a clean gel brush, I prefer a square one, a dotting tool, and of course a color for a French manicure. I do a white one today, but you can use your imagination and use every color you want. The first step is to apply a color. I am using a pearly pink one. Usually you would of course use a base coat, but since this is a nail trainer, I'm skipping that step. And I am using a 9-watt LED mini LED light. I will do a review of this lamp later on. It has 3 LED light bulbs. And I will cure this layer in 30 seconds. The next step is very important. You have to remove the tacky layer from the top. I am using a dry, clean brush. I do not have a soaked brush with alcohol, because that will remove the tacky layer entirely and that will not help the French as well. So you will just use a bit of force. There will be a tacky layer on here, but not as much as before. And the reason I'm doing this is so the French will not float on the tacky layer and go running down in the side walls. So this will help the French manicure to stay on the nail. Now I'm using the white gel polish and I'm simply putting some on the free edge. I'm not really trying to make a smile line right now. I'm just putting some gel right there. And now you will have to use your dotting tool. I am using the small side, and now you can already try to make a smile line. Don't worry if it isn't perfect, because we will clean up later. And it's very important to make both sides the same. I'm not sure how to put it, that it's the same length from the cuticle. I prefer a deep smile line. Make sure there are no bubbles in your product. And the great thing about this method is that you can really get gel at the right place. When you're using your brush, you will see that there will be some lumps in it, and some parts will not be covered in gel at all. So you will have to work very thick to get enough gel on there to make it opaque enough. With this technique, you do not need to do that. So that's great. Make sure to cap the free edge, else you will have a French without white on the free edge. It will make it less attractive. And what I'm doing now, I'm using a clean brush with a little bit of base coat on it, and I've wiped it on a clean nail wipe, so not with alcohol. There's a little bit of base coat in this brush, and the reason I'm doing that, it will keep the brush together and it will make it very easy to make my smile line more crisp and clean. What I'm going to do, I'm starting from the middle and I'm going down to the side walls, cleaning up the smile line. And also on the other side. When you are using hard gel, I prefer using one motion to create the smile line, but when you are doing that with gel polish, my experience is that it will get all over the nail bed because it's more fluid than a hard gel. I think that's the right word. So it will not be as clean as when you are using one side to the other. And the great thing about gel is that you can work the product until it's perfect. So please do not settle for less. And when you're doing this on all 10 fingers, I really lock the smile when I'm done. So I'm not doing all 5 fingers and then put it in the lamp. I will really lock the product so there will not be white gel running all over the nail plate. And the reason I'm doing it a lot of times now is for the video. Most of the time I'm just using one motion. But this is to show you how you can really form your smile line over and over again. When your smile line is even, make sure there is no product on the side walls. Then cure it. And I'm using 60 seconds because it's a very white color. The final step is to apply your top coat. A thin coat over the entire nail, and make sure to cap the free edge. Cure for around 30 seconds. And now the final step, remove the tacky layer with some alcohol. And look at that, no lump. It's a very clean, even surface. Try to zoom out, maybe it will focus better. No lumps, clean surface. So remember, remove the tacky layer with the dry brush, use your dotting tool to make the smile line, and then use a brush with a little bit of base coat to make your smile line even more crisp. Thanks for watching.